now.
Okay.
So
Sure.
the first thing that I just want to hear is when it all started.
It all started in January this year.
Mm-hmm.
I have a car accident, and it's not my fault. The guy broke a stop sign and T-boned me. And I was actually very glad that my car was totaled, but I came out alive and not a scratch. So the next day I went to the doctor, and the doctor just touched my neck and touched my spine and said, "Oh, you're good, no problem." And 10 days after that, I started to feel like I have a cold. But it's a really strange cold. It just, my face hurts, my sinus hurts. So was start thinking it's sinus infection. Went to the doctor, and it took 3 months and 3 antibiotics, and it still wouldn't go away. And it's only facial pains right here. And that was really strange. Then right after that, it started to move. The pain started to move. Then it started to move. Where did it go next? Oh, I started having toothache. The upper tooth started hurting. But it's really strange. The pain will go from the tooth to the temporalis muscle. It just go from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of toothaches in the past, but nothing like this. And it get to the point that my dentist thinks I'm crazy because it's not just one tooth hurt. One day will this one, the next day will be that one, but only halfway. Literally only half side of the tooth hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the tooths even have a root canal. And so after they took the nerve out, it's a traumatic procedures. It still hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think I was definitely going crazy. And one of the procedures that even in the middle of it, when I was open my mouth, the master muscles on the face started twitching.
Okay.
And it had never happened before, so I know something is really wrong. And then after the toothache, I start having pain from the base of my skull, and it start going all the way behind my ear, up to the head, and then go on to the eyes. Everything is all on this side. It's just really strange symptoms. But those are all nothing compared to what I had to go through 2 months ago. So at the end of August, we just moved into the house, and I was doing some yard work. And I think I talked to you this on the Facebook too. Mm-hmm. One day I was doing yard work, and it's really heavy duty. I shouldn't be doing something like that. And then I came inside, and I turned my head, and I hear pop once, pop twice, right here. And I didn't know what happened. The next day, it starts swelling up. And it's swollen up here, it's swollen out the entire neck. And the next thing you know, I cannot walk. I will get up in the morning, my balance will be off. Looks like I'm walking in the cloud. And then I will start getting really sick, motion sickness, visual disturbance. Like for example, right now I'm looking at you, I'm okay. 2 months ago, if I'm looking at you shaking your head, I will start getting really sick. So we didn't know what happened, and that was the worst ever. I couldn't work, I couldn't do anything. Actually, I'm on medical leave right now. Mm-hmm. And I went to physical therapies, went to the doctor, went to 3 convenient care doctor, 2 family doctor, 1 ER, 1 spinal doctor, 1 neurologist, because they just sent me everywhere, chiropractor. Oh, you name it, they sent me. 2 months. And so 2 months of craziness, CT scan, MRI, and X-rays. So I guess it's a good thing because none of those scans came out. I had problem with my spine. Mm-hmm. So somebody, finally, the neurologist says, I think it has something to do with your muscle. You have very tender SCM muscle. And I told him, of course, because I think I torn it because it's just really big and tight.
Yes.
And then he said, well, if you torn the muscle, it will eventually heal in a couple of weeks. Right now, what happened is it's so tight. And this is a neurologist from Pakistan. Mm-hmm. All the American doctor, they just want to give me medicine. I have like 20 medication right now. And he is different. He said because the muscle is so tight right now, when it just heal, and the tendon is also really tight right here. He said you do need medication. So he gave me muscle relaxer to help a little bit. and he said you need to start doing some exercise. He didn't mention anything about trigger point, and I do know about trigger point before. But he's the only person that come close to what is happening. So I saw your video probably on the set, but then the pain got so severe, I kind of forgot about it, and I just think something is really wrong with me. It's not just simply a muscle because I cannot even get up, I cannot even work. Something is really off. My spine is off. I have a tumor somewhere because that's what every doctor is say. Oh, this is serious. This is bad. And then after they run me around for a month, really, it just gave me a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
It just severe anxiety because when you started to feel better, you think, oh no, they told me this is really wrong. I had to come back for another scan, and so that's what happened.
Okay.
And this neurologist finally told me it could be the muscle. That's when you come into the picture.
Absolutely. I mean, everything that you mentioned supports the idea that it is muscular. The fact that the fact that you were in a car accident, the fact that your MRIs and your scans haven't showed anything else. The symptom, the picture of your symptoms, this multitude of different symptoms, and the fact that you say your SCM, like the doctor mentioned, that it's very tender. Have you tried just as an experiment to press on your SCM?
Yes, I did that. I did that in the last 2 days. This side I can really freely massage it. The non-injured side, and it's really tight too. A lot of hard muscles and tender points in there. This side I had to be very gentle because it's still kind of injured, so I can only just touch it slightly.
Okay.
But this side I do find some relief, not just SCM, on my trapezius. This right here is locked. It's like a rock.
Tight. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, perfect. Because actually, I'm just looking at my different questions. I had a question about your story, your symptoms. Oh yeah, the diagnosis. Have you received any diagnosis?
Diagnosis, yes. Migraines, headache, neck pains, and what else?
Have they mentioned?
Oh, the strain of the SCM muscle. Finally, the family doctor and the neurologist finally said strain of the SCM muscle.
And then, of course, whiplash from the car accident. Did anybody mention TMJ by any chance?
Yes, somebody mentioned TMJ here on the when I was going through my toothache. Oh, and my jaw was in the wrong position. It started to shift. I can start feel the bite was different on this side.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is perfect. I'm going to stop the record now because actually this is